And we are back at the table. I'm still Clark Wolf.
And I'm Marcy Smothers.
Marcy, we're going to argue about romaine and iceberg. They're both lettuce. Romaine and iceberg. We have a quick take on what we think about these two very popular lettuces.
Well, my take is that there is really very little nutritional value in iceberg lettuce, and I was stunned to learn that there's twice the value in romaine, twice the fiber, twice the nutrients, and I prefer the flavor to romaine. So I pretty much, except for lettuce cups, like chicken lettuce cups, or some sort of salads that I might put in a big iceberg honkin' bowl.
Honkin' bowl.
Honkin' bowl of iceberg. Otherwise, I choose romaine.
All right, well, let's talk about this. Actually, romaine has a complete protein. I mean, you can actually live on Caesar salad, which for many years I did. It has iceberg does too, a little bit, but in romaine, which I rediscovered when I moved to Northern California, to Sonoma County in 1999. And I had it was a romaine salad with goat cheese and pears and walnuts. And I was reminded that romaine is sweet and nutty and crunchy. And there's almost a little spiciness to it. The real nutritional value is in that stem. It's in that kind of whitish liquid that's in the stem. It holds foods very, very well, because it complements them very nicely. But I will tell you that the great late Marion Cunningham, who wrote the Fannie Farmer cookbooks, adored iceberg lettuce. She loved it because it had a great crunch, because, water, one of the reasons we used to eat certain kinds of foods, we're lucky now, we have water all the time, but we ate certain foods because they gave us liquid. Peaches and pears and all those things, we found those little oases to give us the fluids that we needed to get through life. So iceberg has been very, very important. And again, you mentioned it, if you're going to do a taco that's low carb and no gluten and low calorie, an iceberg lettuce leaf is not a bad idea. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Pull over. My lettuce is honking.
And I grew up with iceberg lettuce. Very humble in the San Fernando Valley. My grandmother's staple salad was iceberg lettuce with Wesson olive oil, Regina red wine vinegar, and salad supreme. And you know what? For all I've learned about food in the meantime, if I could have one more of those iceberg lettuce salads with my grandmother, I would do it. Now, grilled romaine. I happen to love that. Have you ever? Well, you don't cook as much as I do.
No.
Grilling romaine for a salad, I'm sure you've seen it on menus because you're a restaurant consultant. Yeah. I think that's kind of a fun thing to do with romaine as well.
The other thing I love about iceberg is when you cut it in a wedge. The wedge.
Well, who doesn't love the wedge salad?
I mean, right. Blue cheese or ranch dressing or something. Exactly. It's a great medium for those kinds of things. And the other thing is that if you have any lettuce that has a firm head that's fresh and you cut it and you put it on a grill, it's going to get charred beautifully and it's going to be delicious.
Now, my shameless self-promotion snacks adventures.
Oh, I love your book.
Aisle by aisle. Here's what I say. Do you want to go to 90-night with your lettuce? You kind of do, because the best way to keep your lettuce crisp is to get 100% cotton pillowcase. Rinse your lettuce and put them in a little bit of paper towels. Put it in that 100% cotton, no polyester. Wrap your lettuce lovingly and tuck it into the refrigerator. A few hours later, you're going to have the crispiest lettuce, iceberg or romaine. It's the best way to crisp your lettuce.
That's great advice, Marcy. I want to know, off the air, can we do this with our arugula too?
I love the puns. I am Marcy Smothers.
And I am Clark Wolf, and this is At the Table.
Brought to you from Sonoma County, not just wine country, farm country. This is KSRO.
And they charge people $1 and I have to see them. No.